Banning the Biebs. You heard me correctly. A radio station in Ottawa, Canada is actually refusing to play any of the Biebs' music until he cleans up his act. The new Hot 89.9 calls its mission #HotBansBieber. Let me bring in the guy who is a part of this activity. His name is Mahler. He's the host of the Morning Hot Tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Josie. He's joining us on Skype from Ottawa. First of all, Mahler, it's good to have you here. I've never actually spoken with anybody named Mahler before. Thank you.
Well, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
All right, so this is a pretty big deal. You are denying your listeners Bieber's music. You are denying Bieber the playing of his music. Why are you taking such a drastic measure as we look at his mugshot?
Well, you know, it's been almost a week now, and I'm sure you're like me. You're getting fatigued on Bieber just not taking any responsibility for himself. I mean, he's been down in Panama partying it up. We just want him to get into rehab, get some help, something. Somebody's got to talk to this guy, get some sense into him. And the only way that we think he can do that is maybe by banning his music and going right for his wallet. And you see, if we don't play his music, maybe people won't buy his music, and maybe he'll go, uh-oh, I got to do something about this.
Okay, so it's a little Canadian tough love from his homeland, from his native country, taking his music off the air, and maybe it'll hurt him. But here's the thing, Mahler. The Beliebers are a very tough bunch, as I know you know. I'll say anything about him that may be perceived as negative, and boy, the email and the tweets fly. Are they just furious that you're doing this?
Well, you know, on our Facebook and on our Twitter, as you can see them, it's 50-50. The parents love what we're doing for the most part. It's the 12-year-old girls that I walk to my car at night looking over my shoulder because I'm a little scared. They are tough. They are tough. They love their Bieber, but some of them, I think we're cracking through some of them in making them realize that this role model needs to be a role model and wise up and kind of be a good guy from here on in.
Yeah, see, I get why you're doing it. I think it's pretty cool. I actually listened to your radio station online this afternoon to get a feel for what you guys play. You guys got a pretty hot mix. The name of the station is appropriate. And this tweet struck me as interesting and along the lines of what people are saying. Since when is new Hot 89.9 so square? Pretty sure most of the artists they play have been in trouble with the law. So why have you singled out the Biebs? Is it less about what he's done with the law and more his perceived, perhaps, abuse of substances, which may or may not be taking place?
Well, you know, we did this a few years ago, as you remember, the whole Chris Brown Rihanna incident. And at the time, about 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, whenever it was, we banned Chris Brown for a long time from the radio station. He went to court, he went to jail, he got his probation, all that stuff, and then so we lifted that ban. Well, we felt as though, you know, 3 or 4 years has passed now, and it's time for somebody else to sort of take the heat. And Justin's had a bad few, not even a few weeks, a few years now. It's just been building and building and building. And yeah, there's a bunch of people that we could ban from the radio station, but you got to start somewhere. And this round, we're going for Justin Bieber.